Hi and welcome back to Reviews, Fixes and Hacks. Now I've had a comment made in one of my videos, and it's to do with somebody having a problem with a Heatline visor. Here's the Heatline visor. Now I'm not sure whether they had the Heatline visor or Heatline Caprice, but to be honest, they're one and the same. The actual internals of these boilers, or majority of the boilers, are very similar. Now the point is, I'm looking at the boiler here. Now I'm not really going to dismantle the boiler to show this simple fix, but I know what's happened is somebody's mentioned they've got the ionization flame, or the boiler is indicating to them that they've got an ignition problem. So what is flashing is this one here. This is flashing. So this is your ionization flame, and if this is flashing, it's signaling that there is no ignition to the boiler. And one of the main causes of that is the condensate trap. Now the condensate trap, okay, so you can remove the cover. Once you remove the cover, just behind that, so just behind here, once you remove this cover, there's two screws at the bottom to remove the cover. These are star bits, so using a star socket bit, you can remove that. This just pulls forward and lifts up and out. Okay, once you've got this removed, you will see within this, make sure you take the fuse. So I've got cut out fuse here, so make sure you take this out when you're working on any sort of boiler. Okay, do not tamper with any part to do with gas unless you're gas registered or qualified to work with gas related appliances. But anyway, once you've taken this off, within that you'll see there's a cover for the combustion chamber where the heat exchanger lies, and what you need to do is remove that cover, and then you can remove the side panel by removing two screws, so one at the top, one at the bottom. Okay, once you remove that, right at the back here, what you'll notice is at the back of the boiler here, okay, you will see there is something called a condensate trap, and it's got a blue cap at the top of it. So it's got a blue cap right at the top. It's a round cylindrical shape part, and it's called a condensate trap. On top of the condensate trap there are two wires. Okay, you've got an earth, which is your green and yellow, and then you've got a white wire, which is your sensor wire going to the actual device. Now the common problem with these are that the condensate trap fills, it makes contact between the connections at the top of the blue cap, and once that connection's made, it allows electricity to flow, trips the sensor, and the sensor will lead back to the PCB, and that signals the boiler to stop ignition. Okay, so basically the flame won't light, the boiler will lock out, you will not get a flame in that section there, the combustion chamber. So my recommendation for this, okay, now Heatline have got a repair part which in my opinion is very poor. All they've done is basically just allowed another hole to drain excess water off. Does it work? Well, it does work. It's a very simple fix, but do I really think it's perfectly good for this boiler? Well, it affects the condensate trap, so what the boiler was designed to do, it doesn't really function as it should have been doing from when it's new. So the simple fix is your boiler will still use the condensates that are the exhaust fumes in order to keep the boiler as efficient as possible in its running. So you will still get water dripping out through your condensate pipe. Now all you do is to fix this issue without having any other issues with the boiler is you remove the white, so leave the earth cable connected, pull off the white connection, so the white wire, pull it off, and then just tape it up. The actual connection on the blue bit, just tape it up with a bit of plumbing tape, PTFE plumbing tape, or any sort of insulating tape, and same with the actual white wire, and just let the white wire rest in a secure position. So what I've done is my actual white wire, let me see, I think I've just left it dangling at the bottom somewhere. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and see if you can show it. Bear with.